Ah, Dragon Ball Z, how I love you. Who doesn't love action-packed scenes, energy blasts, and good old-fashioned showdowns? I like to look at it as an analogy between good and evil, with good always beating evil in the end. We love it when we see a villain reap what they've sown. So without further ado, here are my top 5 Dragon Ball Z deaths involving villains. Dragon Ball Z movies count as well. Number 5. Kui. We love it when a cocky henchman who thinks they're hot shit get their upcoming. While Zarbon and Dodoria had screen time to showcase their strength, Kui was simply all talk and hardly any show, leaving the audience with really no visual evidence to believe his words. Kui learns right away that he is completely outmatched and has to resort to petty trickery to try and gain the advantage.
My lord, finally! What? Major luck!
This pathetic attempt gets him nowhere, and thus he runs away, which causes us to hate him even more. Luckily for us, Vegeta fulfills our thirst for death by using the move Dirty Fireworks, causing Kui to explode from the inside out. From the inside out. Now that is an awesome death for a douchebag henchman.
Goodbye. Kui, I'm afraid you're fired.
Number 4. Broly. Number 4 on the list is the legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Having a Saiyan who's the physical embodiment of the title the legendary Super Saiyan was a kick-ass idea. A Saiyan in his own league with what seems like a never-ending supply of energy, Broly's Saiyan nature makes him a ruthless killing machine, looking only for a good fight and a chance to flaunt his magnificent strength. Broly displays a deep hatred for Goku to the point of insanity. Once transformed into a Super Saiyan, Broly seems to be unstoppable, and as Paragus learns, uncontrollable. Nothing puts a scratch on Broly, not even a point-blank Kamehameha to the face.
What was that supposed to be?
In the end, all seems lost until Piccolo, Gohan, Trunks, and Vegeta give Goku all of their energy, allowing him to uppercut Broly in the abdomen, thus causing Broly's own energy to leak out and he self-destructs. All that display of badassery and that's how Broly dies? Forget that, give me Broly sucking coming. A triple Kamehameha blast from Goku, Gohan, and Goten, sending him flying into the sun. But not before his heart explodes. Now that is a death befitted for the legendary Super Saiyan. Number 3. Frieza. Before Beerus and Whis, before Majin Buu, before Cell, before the androids, there was Frieza. During this point in the Dragon Ball Z universe, Frieza was the ultimate force and embodiment of pure evil, being self-declared the Emperor of the universe and having the ruthlessness and power to back it up. A true monster with a poetic language and a cold heart, we went nuts when the death of Krillin awakens the rage inside of Goku, transforming him into a Super Saiyan. Refusing to admit the truth and his defeat, Frieza faces Goku in a seemingly futile battle and ultimately does himself in by getting sliced in two by his own attack. Even after receiving energy by Goku, Frieza still refuses to appreciate the gift of life and mercy and instead fires a last-ditch effort energy blast, hoping to kill the Super Saiyan. Goku easily overpowers Frieza, and we see up close the fear in Frieza's eyes as he is bested by the very thing he feared the most.
Die! In disgrace! At the hands of your master! You fool!
Number 2. Turles. Coming in at number 2 is the Saiyan space pirate Turles. Turles was designed to represent Kakarot, the personality that Goku would have had he had not hit his head as a child. With this in mind, Turles is shown to be prideful, boastful, and ruthless. He is the leader of the Turles Crusher Corps who travel the universe destroying planets. Their main goal, however, is to find planets hospitable for planting the Tree of Might, which produces fruit that increases the power level of whoever eats it. Learning that Goku is on Earth, and Earth also being a suitable energy source, Turles arrives, plants the tree, and tortures Gohan, forcing him to turn into the giant ape and target Goku. Once Gohan becomes expendable due to Icarus calming him down, he turns his cruelty on the Z-Warriors, easily defeating them, and overpowers Goku. All seems lost until Goku creates a spirit bomb with the energy from the Tree of Might and faces against Turles one last time. What makes Turles' death so special is that it ends in a good old-fashioned Western showdown. Spirit Bomb versus fruit from the Tree of Might. Turles loses the showdown and is killed by the very energy that the Tree of Might stole. Number 1. Cell. Cell was Dr. Gero's ultimate creation, having the cells of the many warriors who visited Earth, an original personality, and having unique traits and abilities from those cells. Combining all of this together makes him the perfect warrior. He has 3 different forms, 4 if you count his near-death experience, with each one becoming more humanoid. Cell becomes more sophisticated with each form, and uses his cunning to manipulate and expose weak points in his opponents. If there was a confidence and pride meter, Cell would have to take the cake, maybe even more so than Vegeta, due to being 100% convinced that once in his perfect form, nothing will stand next to him, and anything imperfect must be destroyed. Thankfully, that smugness ultimately leads Gohan to turn into Super Saiyan 2 and pushes Cell to his limits, to where it comes down to him and Gohan in a Kamehameha Blast struggle. Thanks to Vegeta, Cell is distracted for just a split moment, allowing Gohan to use all of his power and completely overcome and obliterate Cell, leaving Cell with the only thought of how his perfection was beaten. Everything about this scene is indeed perfect. The music, the suspense, and the build-up, leaving you with goosebumps every time you watch it.
Vegeta!
Now's your chance!